We're doing it again. Let's talk food. Welcome back to She's Always On About Food, the podcast where one woman's obsession with what's for dinner turns into a global culinary investigation. I'm your host, and today we're ladling out love from a single pot. That's right, we're talking one-pot wonders, dishes that defy washing up pile and tell stories through steam, spice and simmer. From the bubbling Biryanis of Hyderabad to the soulful, slow-cooked tagines of North Africa, this episode is a passport stamped in paprika and patience. So grab your ladle and let's stir through the history, science and global culture of the world's most delicious one-pot meals.
Isn't it always about food with you?
She's always on about food.
Let's begin with why one-pot dishes even matter. Historically, these meals were born out of necessity, fuel-efficient, frugal and fuss-free. Whether over a hearth, a campfire or a single gas burner in a tiny flat, one-pot meals made sense. But they're more practical, they're symbolic. Everything goes in together, gets to know each other and comes out transformed. In food as in life, sometimes the messiest blends make the best flavors. Let's take a culinary tour with pot in hand. We start from Morocco, where tagine is cooked in a cone-lidded clay pot, which isn't just an aesthetic. The shape returns condensation to the stew below, making everything from lamb with prawns to chickpeas with preserved lemon deeply flavorful. Biryani in India is not just a rice dish, it's an architectural feat. Layers of fragrant rice, spiced meat or vegetables, caramelized onions, saffron and ghee, all sealed together and slow cooked in a pot. It's festive, fiery and fiercely debated. Hyderabadis and Lucknowis, please don't fight. Oden in Japan is a winter street food where fish cakes, boiled eggs, daikon and konjac simmer in soy and dashi broth. It's subtle, soft and so comforting you'll want to wrap yourself in it. Ribollita from Italy is a Tuscan soup that literally means reboiled. Day-old bread and vegetables transform into something transcendent. This is cucina povera, poor people's food, proving again that one pot is enough to feed both body and soul. Dorovat is from Ethiopia, where rich, spicy chicken stew is made with berbere spice, onions and slow-cooked eggs. Served on injera, this dish is both celebration and comfort. Now let's get into what makes one-pot cooking scientifically scrumptious. When everything's cooked together, you're creating a concentrated environment for flavor layering. Proteins release umami, vegetables sweeten as they caramelize, and starches soak it all up like tasty little sponges. This technique is a playground for Maillard reaction. You know that glorious browning? Gelatin release from bones and broths and flavor diffusion between layers. Plus, the longer it simmers, the more it develops. That's why many stews, curries and chilies taste so much better the next day. Cooking in one vessel also retains nutrients and moisture, especially for legumes, root veg and grains. These dishes aren't just efficient, they're emotional. They feed entire families and carry the identity of a region. Let's not forget, chili con carne in American Southwest is a cowboy food turned comfort food. Arroz con pollo in Latin America, chicken and rice, yes, but with tomatoes, olives and that sofrito magic. Mafe in West Africa is a groundnut stew thickened with peanut paste, tender meat and bold spices. Biryani in Georgia are beans, onions and coriander cooked inside leavened dough and sometimes all in one pan. And in every culture there's a version of this. Food that's slow cooked, richly flavored and made to share and remembered long after even the pot is scraped down. One-pot meals are like the kitchen's love language: efficient, warm, forgiving. They absorb your mood, your improvisation, and your half-used produce. They're also the unsung hero of midweek dinners and Sunday traditions. Whether you're making a big batch of dal or chucking things into a Dutch oven and hoping for the best, the one-pot method has your back. Here's a fun one. Psychologists say the smell of stew or soup simmering can actually trigger feelings of safety and nostalgia. These meals are memory makers. So whether you call it a stew, a curry, a braise, or a bubbling cauldron of delicious chaos, today's episode is a proof that flavor and comfort really can come from a single pot. Thanks for joining me for the art of one pot wonder here on She's Always On About Food. If you love today's journey, stir the pot with your friends. Share, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen. Until next time, keep it slow, keep it simmering.